2026 Skoda Enyaq. This is an electric car in for a detachable tow truss tow bar. Let's take a look. Right, so first things first, this car being a 2026 means that it has what is called SFD2, which is a wonderfully German name, which I'm not going to butcher and try and pronounce. But basically what it does is it's a BCM and general module coding encryption, which means that you cannot write to or change the coding in modules within the car. It came into play, I think it was like mid or late 24, but we've really only seen it in cars 25 onwards. And unfortunately it means that certain stuff can't be coded, i.e. with a tow bar, where with an older car we can code it so that it shuts off the parking sensors and interacts with the camera and all that sort of thing. Unfortunately this one can't. It still works with all the lighting and everything, so obviously indicators, reverse, fog light, all that sort of thing works, because obviously this has got a 13 pin, so you get all of those functions. All the lighting and everything works. It just means that as soon as you pop it into reverse, those sensors don't get turned off. At the moment, there's nothing we can do about it. No one can do anything about it, not even main dealers. But because we've used a car-specific loom which talks to the CAN bus of the vehicle, maybe in a later date, at some point, it might be able to be coded in if SFD2 is tweaked in some sort of way to even help main dealers deal with stuff like that. It might be possible, but at the moment, there's no interaction with the parking sensors, no interaction with the camera. But other than that, it all works exactly the same way. So we'll just run through how to remove and replace or fit the swan neck of the tow bar, the electric swing in and down, and then I'll show you it all working on our test board. So the tow bar as it currently is, obviously this would be in how would you use it. So it's all locked in and the electrics are hanging down in place with the flap open sideways, just for ease of plugging in and things like that. So to remove the tow bar, we're going to push the electrics up out of the way, which means they're in their little cutout area, all nice and tucked away. Then going to grab the key, which has gone slightly funny on its little ring there, flap down the dust cover, and we've got the keyhole just here. I'm going to pop the key in. I'm going to try and do it blind. We're going to give it a 180-degree turn, which then releases this push in here. We're going to twist it, so we've got the green lock to say it's all fine and happy. I'm going to twist it round until it goes red. You can't really see that at the moment, but I'll show you. There you go, it's gone red. And as you can see, that just wanted to release and drop out. And then that's that all out, done, and you've got a flush back end on your car again. Putting it back in, it's just the reverse. So we've got the red tag to say it's ready. I'm then gonna locate it, give it a push, and you can see the handle is now sprung back round, popped back out. We've got a green tag to say yes, we're locked in. We're going to turn the key 180 degrees, which blocks that. It can't be undone, and away we go. And then in terms of the other kit you get with it, you get a little blanking plate that when the tow bar is out, you can pop this up into the socket hole to stop dust and other detritus and things getting in there. And then also a little foam ring for when you're storing the tow bar itself. It goes around this plastic mechanism here, just to give a little bit of protection. And then everything obviously fits into this nice snazzy bag, which has a nice little key pocket on the front as well. So what we'll do is I'll plug in our test board, we'll give you a demo of the lights and the things, and then that's about it. Right, so with the test board plugged in and the car turned on, we can see that the side lights are on. If I press the brake lights come on, indicators, left indicator, right indicator, and then we've also got our fog light coming on as well. And then we can obviously pop it into reverse. But like I said, the reversing camera isn't going to interact with the tow bar, and the parking sensors aren't either. But other than that, all integrates really nicely. And as I said, in terms of the coding, maybe later in the future, there may be a possibility of that. But at the moment, we just don't know. But in the meantime, if you've got a car like this and you'd like a tow bar or anything else doing, then please get in touch, fill out the contact form on the website, and we'll see what we can do for you. In the meantime, make sure you keep liking and subscribing and things, show these videos to your friends and stuff if they've got similar cars, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.